Cycling has to be one of the toughest sports, but not just for the physical effect of regularly turning yourself inside out for hour upon hour through all manner of weathers, but also for the often negative motivational consequences that come about by doing just that.
Yeah, but fear not, because coming up are a few handy tips.
There were many occasions in the past, especially in the depths of winter, when the weather was foul and the warmth of my bed had far more appeal than the harsh outdoors, when the fact I'd actually arranged to meet a friend beforehand gave me that extra bit of motivation to crawl from my bed and onto my bike. Who would cave in first, me or him? In fact, we used to discuss it later on the ride, describing how each of us would lie in bed, waiting, hoping even, for the other to send a text calling off the ride, but it never came, and we always did the ride. The startling effect of commitment. Try it.
What was it that first inspired you to ride a bike? Was it perhaps a glimpse of the Tour de France as you were growing up as a kid on television? Was it the grit and passion of a Paris-Roubaix or a Tour of Flanders? Or was it just a local friend beating you in a little street race just because he had a shiny, bling new bike?
Yeah, when you're struggling to get that incentive, or just out on your bike having a really hard time, think back to what first ignited that spark and what drove you to save your pocket money for your first ever bike or your first ever road jersey. But don't only just look to the past, look to the future. What do you want to achieve? And more importantly, who do you want to achieve that for? Is it you or is it for somebody else? The power of thought is a quite incredible motivational thing.
It is quite incredible, isn't it?
It certainly is.
What on earth is he thinking about?
Don't know. Certainly in the zone though. Look at that. That's quite beautiful, isn't it?
No, it's not.
We're not just talking about having the ability to touch your toes while standing up, or having the capacity to bring your heel firmly into your buttock.
No, the flexibility that we're talking about is regards your training program and having the confidence to incorporate it so that you don't overtrain or train when you're not up to it, either physically or mentally. So having the ability to think, understand and then react honestly so that you make sure that you stay refreshed in both body and mind, and then importantly keep your motivation intact.
There has to be a reason to ride your bike. So if you haven't already got a goal, then make sure that you do set one. It's going to give you a sense of direction and purpose, and with that will come motivation as you see yourself progressing and improving through dedication and application.
It might be that you want to start commuting to work on your bike, or that for the first time in your life you can ride 100 miles, or even that you want to enter your first race. But it doesn't matter how lofty or modest that objective, the important thing is that your motivation will come from setting that goal in the first place. Trying something new isn't as scary as it sounds. I mean, if Matt could try cyclocross after spending 30 years with his wheels firmly on tarmac, and I say firmly in the loosest possible sense, then you can too. And I'm not just talking about trying different cycling disciplines, although having to go mountain biking and cross and track is great fun, but it's also just about exploring new roads or mixing up your training a little bit, or I don't know, taking a cycling holiday somewhere you've never been before.
Yeah, and as Dan Lloyd probably once said, variety isn't only the spice of life, it's the spice of cycling. Now, trying something new can help stimulate and motivate your mind and body, and can quite literally take you on a different path. And cycling's way too hard a sport to get stuck in a rut, so don't be afraid from time to time to change your perspective on things a little. Don't look down, look up.
You deserved it, and that is the best motivation of all. Eating and drinking while you bask in the warm afterglow of the post-training haze. And you'll do it all again for that very same feeling.
I will, Matt, I will. Now, if you want some ideas for varying your training sessions, then we've got some really good ones. If you click just up there, you get through to a playlist. But if you're stuck indoors at the minute, but you still want to train, then we have a load of real-time turbo training sessions that you can do just down there.
Oh yeah, and if you fancy subscribing to GCN, because I would, as many of you already have done, how about clicking, excuse me, on my cake?
Matt, you said you were going to share that with me.
Only one spoon, mate.
Are you gonna save me a bit?
I might do.
Not the end bit. There's no. You know when it said riding with your mates?
There you go.
No, I don't want it now. I don't want it.
No, you can have some, honestly.
I've been watching my weight.